start with 1 Samuel. So this is the story of the birth of Samuel. Of my Fatim Zoe, correct me if I'm wrong in the comment section, because I'm not sure when I'm spelling this Israelite names. Of Mount Ephraim, and his name was Elikiah, the son of Jeroham, the son of Eli, the son of Tohu, the son of Zehu, the Ephraimite, and he had 2 wives. The name of the first one was Hannah, and the name of the second one was Phinehas. And Phinehas had children, but Hannah had no children. And this man went up out of his city yearly to worship and to sacrifice unto the Lord of hosts in Shiloh. And the 2 sons of Eli, Hophni and Phinehas, had the priests of the Lord were there. And when the time was that Eliah offered, he gave to Phinehas his wife, and to all her sons and daughters portions, but unto Hannah he gave a worthy portion. Before he loved Hannah, but the Lord had shut up her womb, and her anniversary also provoked a sorrow, for to make her fret, because the Lord had shut up her womb. And as he did so year by year, she went up to the house of the Lord. So she provoked her. Therefore she wept and did not eat. What is talking about that she provoked her is that Phinehas provoked Hannah. That's why Hannah is now crying. Then said Eliah, her husband, to her, Hannah, why weepest thou? And why eatest not? And why is thy heart grieving? I'm not better than to thee than 10 sons. So Hannah rose up after they had eaten in Shiloh, and after they had drunk. Now Eli the priest sat upon the seat at the post of the temple of the Lord, and she was in bitterness of the soul, and prayed to the Lord, and wept sore. And she bowed a vow, and said, O Lord of hosts, if thou wilt indeed look on the affliction of thine handmaid, and remember me, and not forget thy handmaid, but wilt give unto thine handmaid a child, then I will give unto the Lord all the days of his life, and there shall no razor come upon his head. What he's saying is that what he's saying here is that Anna, she she made a promise to the Lord. Some of you will say swear. She said that her son, her firstborn son, will be for the Lord, will be a prophet or a man of God to the Lord all the days of his life. That's what he's saying there. And also, she said that he will be a Nazarite. A Nazarite is someone that doesn't drink strong drink or cut his hair. So if that person cut his hair or drinks strong drink, he has broken his promise to the Lord. That's what he's saying here. And it came to pass as she continued praying before the Lord that Eli marked her mouth. Now Anna, she spake in her heart, only her lips moved, but her voice was not heard. Therefore Eli thought she had been drunken. And Eli said unto her, How long wilt thou be drunken? Put away thy wine from thee. And Eli and Anna answered and said, No, my Lord, I am a woman of sorrowful spirit. I have drunken neither wine nor strong drink, but I have poured out my soul before the Lord. Count not thine handmaid, daughter of Belial, for out of the abundance of my complaints and grief I've spoken her to hear too. Then Eli answered and said, Go in peace, and the Lord of Israel grant thee thy petition that thou hast asked of him. And she said, Let thine handmaid find grace in thy sight. So the woman went away and did it, and her countenance was no more sad. And they rose up in the morning early before the Lord and returned and came to their houses in Ramah. And Eli knew Anna his wife, and the Lord remembered. Therefore it came to pass, when the time has come about after Hannah had conceived, that she bare a son, and called his name Samuel, saying, Because I asked him of the Lord. Samuel given to the Lord. This is when his mother took him to Shiloh to give him. And the man Eli, when Eliad and all his house went up to offer unto the Lord the yearly sacrifice and his vow. But Hannah went not up. She said, Go. She said unto her husband, I will not go up until the child be weaned, and then I will bring him, that he may appear before the Lord, and there abide forever. And Eli, her husband, said unto her, Do what seemeth thee good. Tarry until you have weaned him. Only the Lord established his word. So the woman abode and gave her son suck until he weaned him. And when she had weaned him, she took him up with her with 3 bullocks and 1 ephah of powder, and a bottle of wine, and brought him unto the house of the Lord in Shiloh, and the child was young. And they slew a bullock and brought the child to Eli. And she said, oh my Lord, as thy soul liveth, my Lord, I am the woman that stood by thee here, pray unto the Lord. For this child I prayed, and the Lord has given me my petition, what I asked of him. Therefore I also lent him to the Lord. As long as he liveth, he shall be lent to the Lord. And he worshiped the Lord there. So what it means about her keeping the child there was that when she gave birth to the child, remember that she said that she vows to the Lord that her child will be for him. So she wants to wait for a while, let the child grow up and let him be independent of his mother, let's say like that. At a certain age, a child can go to school. So she wants to wait until that age before she now takes him to the Lord so that he can abide with him there. And also abide means stay or live. A bullock I think a bullock should be a male bull. So a male bullock should be a male bull. So when they did that, they brought the child to Eli. Eli is the priest. So they're bringing him to Eli so that Eli can take care of the boy. That's what she did here. So now let's go to the next place. Hannah's prayer. And Hannah prayed, and she said, my heart rejoiced in the Lord. Mine horn is excellent in the Lord. My mouth is enlarged over mine enemies, because I rejoice in thy salvation. There is none holy as the Lord, for there is none beside thee, neither is there any rock like our God. Talk no more to exceedingly proud. Let not arrogance come out of your mouth. For the Lord is a God of knowledge, and by him actions are weighed, and bows of the mighty men are broken, and they that stumbled are girded with strength. They that were full have hired out themselves for bread, and they that were hungry ceased. So the barren have borne 7, and she had made children with wax feedable. The Lord killeth and maketh alive. The Lord bringeth down to the grave and bringeth up. The Lord maketh poor and maketh rich. He bringeth low and lifteth up. He raised up the poor out of the dust, and lifted up the beggar out from the dunghill, to set them among princes, and to make them inherit the throne of glory. For the pillars of earth are the Lord's, and he hath set the world upon them. He will keep the feet of his saints, and the wicked shall be silent in darkness. For by strength shall no man prevail. The adversaries of the Lord shall be broken into pieces out of heaven. They shall heaven shall he thunder upon them, and the Lord shall judge the end of the earth, and he shall give strength unto his king, and exalt the horn of his anointing. And Eli went to Ramah into his house, and the child did minister unto, unto the Lord before Eli the priest. So what he's saying here is that Anna was singing a song to the Lord. Anna was singing to the Lord. She was praising the Lord for giving her a child. She was praising the Lord for giving her a child. That's what she means by the barren shall give birth. The rich shall become, the people that are rich, that were full, they will become hungry, and the people that were not full will become full. She was just giving praise to the Lord for giving her a child, because she was very happy that now I have a child to continue with. So she was just giving thanks to the Lord. That's what she was doing here. Eli's worthless sons. Well, we'll stop here for today. Make sure to wait. I will still do another video. And please, YouTube, don't flag this. I didn't mean worthless. So bye. See you next time in our next video.